Welcome to How to Survive with Danielle and Kristine, the show that teaches you how to survive the things that can kill you.
Like the end of civilization?
That would do it.
Sure would. Ice raids? Mm-hmm. What about falling through the ice?
Oh, yeah, that too. And the things that just make you wish you were dead.
Like summer house drama?
How do you even know about that?
I read the headlines.
Okay.
How about being sick all spring?
Yes, you.
Mm-hmm. Or frozen shoulder.
Yeah.
It's a bummer.
Yeah. You know what's not a bummer?
Our theme song?
Our theme song. Play it.
Yay.
Ground is shaking under our feet. Mountains on fire, flooding in the street. Can't breathe the air, can't fight the feeling. Gobbling down Xanax ain't the way to be dealing. Gotta do better than just getting high. We gotta stick together if we're gonna survive. How to survive. How to survive.
Hi.
Oh, hello.
How's it going?
You know what? It's going.
It's going.
It's going, and the future keeps on coming.
We're going to slide into the future.
On roller skates?
No, in a Steve Miller song.
Oh, is that a...
Wait, is that the wrong word? Slide in the future. Da-da-dee, da-da.
What song are you
Let
in
the
right now?
music
Big Old Jet
carry
Airliner?
me, I'm gonna... No, you know.
No, I don't. I did take a turn on Steve Miller.
Oh, what was... From what to what?
I was like, don't ever play that music around me to, wait, I think I like this.
Oh, interesting.
Have you done that with any artist where you're like, I don't like it, and then you're like, I like it?
I've done the opposite.
I've done that too. Give me an example.
The Doors. I convinced myself I liked the Doors in high school.
Okay.
And now I'm like, I never need to hear even one Doors song again.
I think I'm kind of there. Like, well, I loved the Doors.
Okay,
like,
yeah.
big time in, I think, yeah, probably middle school, high schoolish, where I was like, Jim Morrison, oh God, what a dream. But,
Oh, okay.
and then now I'm like, yeah, I'm good to not hear that organ. It just seems so cheesy where I'm like, nope. There's a couple songs.
Riders on the Storm is a great song.
Yeah,
but other than that, I don't
That's
really
a great
need
song.
to hear.
There's a couple songs where I'm still like, that's a good song.
Yeah. Who else? I know there's other. I think I'm probably convinced myself I liked. I don't know if I did, but I tolerated Genesis / Phil Collins, and I just can't stand his voice.
Oh, you know what? I can listen to him some solo stuff, like, you know, the Take a Look at Me Now.
Oh, really? I
like,
can't
because it's
take
so
it.
sad. But Genesis,
And
no.
and you love the Tarzan soundtrack, right?
You know what? It's on my.
Loved that soundtrack when it
Oh,
came out.
Jesus.
I
It's
loved it.
terrible.
Oh man,
Oh.
I ate it up. Like,
Wait, did I get
breakfast
that right?
cereal.
That is Phil
Yeah.
Collins, right? Okay.
He did Brother Bear too.
What is Brother Bear?
It's about two bears.
Nope.
That are brothers.
Is it animated?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need to hear any of that. I don't need any of that prog rock kind of world.
Yeah.
Oh, I think here's another one. When I was younger, I liked Rush.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, nope, please don't play that.
I think I like Tom Sawyer.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I know any other Rush songs.
I think I
like that though. It's theatrical and fun. I think
But it's a very
goofy.
specific kind of rock that's
Very
like
specific.
hilarious to me now, where it's
Yes.
like, I'm going to tell you a story. I'm singing smart words.
Yeah. Is that what prog rock is?
I think so.
Okay.
It's like they're never going to speak of girls or women.
Right.
They're like the guys who are like, we're not doing this for the girls.
Right.
We're good at math.
That's so funny. I never thought of it that way.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We're the guys in school who were good at math, and then we
And we had a synthesizer.
I don't know.
What is that fucking song?
Fly like an eagle.
Fly like an eagle.
Oh, it's I have it in the notes. Fly like an eagle. Time keeps on slipping
into the future.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Thank you. I know that was but it was driving me crazy.
Here's a band who I loved, and then I think for like 30 years really didn't like,
Yeah.
and now I'm back on them again. Journey.
Oh, I can understand that because they were played ad nauseum.
Yes,
so
it was
just
like-
just through repetition, you'd get sick of them.
I was like, in high school, I liked them because it was what my boyfriend and I listened to in the car
Yeah.
all the time when we'd be kissing and such.
yeah.
And then it was like kind of embarrassing to like Journey because they're
Right.
so, you know, like classic rock on every radio station
Yeah.
in the Midwest. So it was like, Journey, what? That's cheesy. But like now, if I went to a concert, I would have the best time.
Yeah. It's funny because, you know, those those videos where people take out the sound and then they add their own sound. So there was a Journey one.
Okay.
Where it's a Journey video. I don't know what it was for, but so it's like they take out all the music.
Okay.
And then the guy's voice who did it, it's just like, like when they seem like they're out of breath, and then we'll like just do weird things and it's just like clunky noises.
I don't think I've ever seen this.
It's really funny.
So funny.
Oh man, I'm missing out.
I think they might do it with things that are non-musical too, like TV shows and stuff, but
They've done it with, I think it was Separate Ways, the Journey song, and they also did it with Mick Jagger and David Bowie's.
what's
that song called?
Dancing in
Under
the
Pressure.
Streets?
Oh, no, yes, that one.
Yeah. So it's just like you hear,
So
it's just like sound effects of like them moving and stuff, or like,
shuffling feet,
Yeah.
and like coats flapping,
Oh, hilarious.
yeah.
and they're all out of breath.
It's
man.
just so funny. It's really good entertainment. Speaking of good entertainment, what is our topic today?
Well, we're going to learn how to survive freezing water. And man, you're going to learn a lot.
You know, I hate freezing water.
Same.
Probably nothing I hate more than freezing water.
But what about like freezing water in your glass, like ice?
I'm okay with ice in my glass. I don't like ice in my water.
Oh God, I love it so much.
I always order water without ice. It is just an impediment to getting to the water.
You would love living in Europe.
Oh, no, because don't they serve everything without ice? Like, do
Yeah.
they serve soda without ice?
Everything.
No. That's not acceptable.
I, as you know, have a broken freezer.
Yes.
And so ice has become very important to me.
yeah.
We have a bag of ice down in the garage in the freezer, but like most of the time, I'm not in the garage. I'm in my house. So there's always this desire to get somebody to go down.
I can't even picture where your garage. Oh, yes, I know where your garage
It's
is.
down a
Right.
bunch of stairs.
What about that thing we talked about, the countertop ice
The
thing?
mini freeze, like the one that's in this kitchen.
No. It's is that yes.
Yes, a
It
countertop.
sits on the counter.
I might get one.
I think you should.
Yeah, just-
summer's coming.
Just to have that sweet, sweet ice.
Sweet ice. Although
That's
it's
when
probably
that's
really
when I
good-
am pro ice.
Yeah, right. You should get an ice hat.
Yes.
And then, when people are pelting you, then you can explain, no. I meant
that
literal
ice.
ice cubes. Yeah.
I should.
How was Easter?
Well, we had an egg hunt
Uh-huh.
outside.
Okay.
It was fun.
Now, I forget, is it plastic eggs or actual eggs?
We don't do nobody wants to color eggs anymore at my house.
Yeah.
They've outgrown that.
Yeah.
But they still want to find plastic eggs filled with treasure.
Love it.
Meaning money.
Yeah. Oh, you put money
We
in
put
it.
money and some little chocolates.
Okay.
And it was nice. So we did it outside.
Yeah.
And I took the dog next door to her best friend's house because
She had a play date.
She had a play date.
Well,
because
also your dog's Jewish, so
she is.
She doesn't want to
She
be
doesn't-
part of it.
She doesn't want to be part of it. She's doesn't celebrate. But also because I do a game with her with Easter eggs where I fill them with dog treats.
Oh my
And I hide them
God.
around the house. And then I have to be on top of her because she'll like, as soon as she opens the egg and gets the treat, then she's like, oh, I got to crunch this egg up.
Yeah.
So I was like, she's going to think this is her game.
Yeah, she for sure would.
And then she's going to be like, what's this delicious treat? Or maybe.
And she'd eat chocolate and you can't
money.
have that.
She'd
Yeah.
probably eat money.
Oh, right.
Because she just will eat whatever. So I took her next door to play with her friends. And yeah, kids had a great time. And then, of course, we watched the Easter classic, Marty Supreme.
Ah,
We counteracted the Easter holiday by watching the most Jewish movie.
that's really
Of
funny.
2026.
I thought you'd already seen it.
I hadn't. No.
Oh, so, and verdict?
Loved it.
Loved it, right?
Loved it.
He's undeniably gifted.
Yes, of course.
He's really, really talented. kid.
He plays such an unlikable character who you still are rooting for.
That is so hard to do.
Yes.
And it's written well. It's
Yes.
acted well. It's directed well. It's just kind of amazing.
Everybody's great in it. It's so well cast.
Even fucking Shark Tank asshole
I know.
is good in
I was
it.
like, I really wanted to know, and maybe there's an article somewhere that explains how the guy from Shark Tank ends up in
I don't know.
this,
Oscar-nominated
movie.
film.
The other thing I kept thinking was, we need a Gwyneth Paltrow renaissance. I mean, she's going to do that movie about the divorce memoir, which I kept thinking was, I was like, was Nicole Kidman just like, ugh.
Wait, that woman whose husband showed up during the pandemic and said, I want to end it?
Yes. So they've already cast Gwyneth Paltrow.
I didn't. Wait, this just
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah,
she
already
just wrote this book, didn't she?
Yeah, and it's already being made into a TV miniseries, I believe, with Gwyneth Paltrow, which is perfect casting.
Yeah, she does kind of look like her.
And I've always thought Gwyneth Paltrow was a great actress.
She's a good actress.
Which I was
just
like, why
dislike
did
her so much.
Why did you? I mean, I guess I understand wanting to go off and do something else, the whole Goop thing.
Well, kept her home probably. You know, with
she
her
could
kids.
be around her kids. I don't think I dislike her so much. I don't know. I guess maybe she said awful. Has she said awful things? Is that
Well, first of all, she's incredibly entitled, and you know, raised in Hollywood in fame with money, and first of all, she just gives that off. But then I've just heard stories. You know, she like went to some yoga studio and couldn't get in because the class was booked, and she was like, do you know who I am? I invented yoga, basically, or like I made yoga popular.
Yeah.
She's that kind of person.
Okay.
And I just feel like, and she's just like tone deaf and doesn't, you know, she's just really, really sheltered in a bubble. But I'm not saying that, you know, a lot of rich people and famous people aren't. There just seems to be no like down to earthness about her to me.
Yeah, I don't know enough about her in that regard. I mean,
Yeah.
I for sure can see that with the stuff like Goop and the things that she's like, get this and buy that, and it's all stuff that's like
Right.
really expensive. But I do really enjoy watching her act.
Yeah, no, I
Like,
did think she was good.
I like her as an actress. So if she's going to go back to do some acting, I'm happy to
So
see
we
it.
should explain for people who don't know this story. I'm not exactly sure why it's such a big story. Is the woman
Like it's lots of I think because
or-
she's so wealthy that maybe because
Yeah.
it's like lots of women get left by their husbands.
right? So I'm trying to, but
After
like
20 years of marriage,
right?
for wasn't it like somebody who his secretary and she was pregnant or something?
That part I don't even know. She was on Oprah's podcast, so I'm seeing clips of it. But I'd read a story about it too, but it's just occurring to me now, like, why is this so unusual?
She's elite. She's like in the upper echelons
Yeah.
of New York and elite, and comes from a very well-to-do family.
Okay, I think
know.
she was an actress at one point.
Maybe.
And anyway, so I guess the guy basically was just like, I'm done. She had no idea this was coming, and then was like, I don't want shared custody. I don't want to have the responsibility of being a dad anymore.
He just walked away from.
He just basically walked
20
away from
years
their
of
family.
marriage, their whole family.
And he sees the kids, but it's like they don't have a room in his apartment. He's just like, I'm done. So I mean, I would watch it. It sounds, you know, I like watching rich people in trouble. You know, that's why I'm watching Real Housewives. So I'll watch it.
yeah.
And you're right, that is good casting because she does sort of resemble her, and the woman has a very like waspy sort
Yes.
of countenance.
Gwyneth can play the wasp.
She for sure can.
We're going to get into our topic as soon as I can get into my computer. Okay. We're going to talk about how to survive freezing water.
Yes.
Okay. So we haven't talked about this. I did go back. We did talk about hypothermia.
Now we're defensive. We didn't talk about this.
We did, I swear to God, with Reagan Burns, and that's a really good episode if anybody wants to check it out. And we did recently talk about cold temperatures. You did a really good episode on that. So guys,
I don't even remember. It was okay.
I had to look because we've done a lot of
Yeah.
episodes at this point. So what do you think? I thought this was interesting. Safety experts define cold water as anything below blank degrees. What do you think that is?
Okay, so for me it would be 78. So for the normal person, 30?
What do you think, Aaron?
Well, 30 would be frozen, right?
This is just defining cold water as anything below.
30 is in Fahrenheit would not be frozen. 0 is frozen, isn't it? Isn't 0 degrees frozen, or is it 32 degrees? I'm getting confused. Anyway,
I don't know. No, I don't know.
what do you think it's considered?
I think it would be 56.
Okay. It's 70.
Oh,
right?
Oh, so these people are on my
These are safe.
wavelength.
Yeah. You should treat any water below 60 degrees with caution. So don't be fooled if the air temperature's warm. Like if you're up in Washington,
Yeah.
it's a warm day. That water can still be cold as hell.
Oh, here it is.
Here. Or Michigan, like places like the air gets warm, that water temperature can still be really cold and can still put you in some danger.
Does
Okay.
water temperature affect the likelihood of whether or not you're going to lose your glasses if you step into it?
It must.
It might have been the water temperature,
Was it?
Karen.
It was super cold that day,
It
right?
was pretty cold in
Yeah.
the water, yeah.
You might have gone into the first stage of cold
Yeah.
water shock.
God, where do you think your glasses are now?
I think they're on a whale.
San Pedro,
Catalina Island.
maybe. Some dolphins wearing them.
Okay, here's a big tip to surviving a freezing water emergency. Okay, this is courtesy of the Army website.
Okay.
So thank you to our troops.
But that's the one part of the Air Force, the armed services that doesn't go in the water,
Isn't that weird?
right?
Maybe they do sometimes.
Yeah, maybe they do.
Wear a life jacket.
Okay.
I mean, come on.
But they're so unfashionable.
I know. You know what? I heard Alexander McQueen is making some really cool life jackets.
It has slashes in it, so
got
it
my
won't work be
letters.
as effective. But
Yeah. It doesn't help you, but it looks really cool.
yeah.
Obviously, this drastically increases your chance of survival. Guess what? It's really hard to put one on after you fall overboard,
Oh my God.
but it's virtually impossible to put one on in cold water. So don't just have it on the boat. Just put it on. So
Right.
when you go into a stage of cold water immersion called swim failure, I think that's self-explanatory, but I'm going to tell you, it's when you lose your ability to use your hands and arms and legs.
swim failure.
Yeah.
Wow. I thought it was going to be an acronym.
No, that's a
You
real
know,
thing.
sudden loss of whatever, but it's actually just means you can't swim no more.
You can't swim no more. You may not even be able to hold on to one to help you stay afloat.
Oh fuck. Okay.
So have it on.
Swim Failure is a great band name.
It really
It
is.
is.
It really is.
If only we needed a band.
They could open for Malcolm Todd.
They could. Instead of those DJs. My God, those yahoos. You know what they were saying? Marco!
Polo. Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Come on. You can have more stage presence than Marco Polo.
That's pretty. That's pretty juvenile.
Yeah. I think they were barely 18. Okay, here's my first major tip. Float. Don't thrash. All right.
Lay on your back.
In the UK, they did some trials in waters that are cold enough to kill you even in summer. So this guy, Mike Tipton, he's an expert in cold water shock, found that he worked with 80 people in these cold water trials. And what I'm surprised is that he got 80 people to agree to do this.
Right.
Right? Like it's like
Maybe they were paid.
maybe they were paid.
But I think some people don't. I mean, look, cold water is cold water, but obviously some people don't have the fear of it that we do, I guess.
There's people who like to cold water swim. There's people who do that
polar bear
thing every year. And
or
I'm
even
like,
that plunge thing.
the cold plunging.
No,
Yeah.
not for $1 million.
I
Well,
don't
for
wanna
$1 million. I would
Yeah, for $1 million. But I don't want to do it. I have no interest. I'm like, you got a spa with hot water?
Yeah.
Sign me up. Can't stay in it long, but I want to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so they found that floating was the best way to cope with something called the cold water shock response, which is, I'm going to talk about it. This is apparently a greater risk than hypothermia.
Oh,
Okay, so this is the thing that kills more people.
okay.
I'm going to talk about it, okay? So on the Army's website, again, back to the Army, even for strong swimmers, your torso reflex to the cold water is involuntary, okay? So you land in that cold water, your torso like just immediately begins to shake.
Oh, I thought you were going to say expand, and I'd be happy. I'd finally have a decent sized torso.
it gets longer.
But yeah, but I guess it would shrink actually. So it begins to shake. Okay.
So to remain calm and stop yourself from hyperventilating is really challenging for, again, even the strongest swimmer. So a technique they mention that may help prevent hyperventilation involves breathing out through pursed lips.
Okay.
So I guess breathe in normal, breathe out through pursed
Okay.
lips. Doesn't hurt to try it.
Yeah.
They says they're saying it may help.
Okay.
So Tipton, the guy I mentioned earlier, this researcher, he explains this shock response when you first hit the water, like say you're falling off a boat or through the ice, who knows, like
Yeah.
how you're ending up in this icy water. You made some dumbass decision, Garen.
Yeah.
Your first reaction is to thrash around. Doesn't that make sense?
Yeah.
I mean,
'cause you're panicking.
It's so cold.
Right.
You're not going to be like, oh, I'm calm, whatever. I'm so zen.
And you also probably think you can create heat by moving around.
Right? Your job is to fight the urge to do that.
Okay.
And instead try to float and relax, right? Mm-hmm. Like this is just something you're totally wanting to do.
Right.
For the 60 to 90 seconds it takes for the cold shock to disappear.
Oh, okay.
That's the first stage, right? This cold shock response.
Oh, interesting. It disappears. Okay.
You're going to go into a new stage, okay? I'm going to tell you
Oh,
about
no.
that.
Okay.
But I'm going to talk first about the floating. So according to Tipton, most people think they can't float. They think their clothing will, because you're wearing clothes in a lot of these cases.
Because you've been thrown overboard or something.
Yeah. I mean, you might be in swim gear,
Yeah.
but in a lot of these cases, you weren't meaning to be in any kind of water. So you're dressed. You might even be in a lot of clothes because you were like ice fishing or something. Or
You're Rachel Zoe and you're in a caftan.
you might be in a
had
caftan.
lots of jewelry.
And that's not bad. They think their clothing will drag them under the water. But during this study, they all floated easily and easier still in heavy clothing.
Really?
Does this make sense?
No. It seems
Any thoughts on why that might be? Like, why in heavy clothing would you float even better?
Is there air trapped in it?
Oh, good job.
Nice, Garen.
Good job.
The clothing you are wearing traps air, which will increase your buoyancy. So the less you move, the longer that air stays trapped. But if you thrash around, you lose the buoyancy.
Okay.
Okay. Familiar piece of advice. Remain calm. Mm-hmm. Hello. Okay. So once you've moved through that cold shock response, which we've talked about, that first minute to 90 seconds, your breathing is under control. We're now moving into the next phase of survival. Protect your body parts that lose heat the fastest. That's your head, neck, armpits, chest, and groin.
Oh,
This is better accomplished by keeping your clothes on.
okay.
Kick off your shoes only if you have to tread water for a long time.
Okay.
What they don't say what a long time is, so I guess you're just going to know. Mm-hmm. You're going to be in that water going, this is a long time.
I feel like 3 seconds is going to feel like a long time.
Yeah. So I'm going to make the case for the life jacket again with this information. So you've survived that first stage of cold water shock. Now you're into the second stage, which is referred to as swim failure or cold water incapacitation. So your swim ability is not going to help you much. So you have, according to these cold water experts, less than 10 minutes when you can still move your hands, arms, and legs.
Oh, my God.
Any movement in cold water is going to deplete your body of heat 25 to 30 times faster than cold air.
Oh, my God.
So this is, I thought this was wild. The Life Saving Society research reports that 43% of people who drowned in cold water were 6.6 feet from safety.
Oh my God.
How much? What percent? What was the percentage?
43.
No.
That's almost half. We're 6.6 feet from safety. That's like a tall person. That's my husband's
Body length.
body length from safety. Like you can literally just see the safety.
Why? So why?
Because there's only a few minutes that they can move their arms and legs.
Gotcha.
And the cold water shock, a lot of people die in the first stage. In that first minute, the cold water shock can be so devastating.
This is awful.
Thank you. That's what I'm here for. So that's, shore, a boat, a dock.
Yeah.
66% were 49.2 feet from safety. Okay, so I'm going to tell you about this guy, Dr. Gordon Giestbrecht, also known as Professor Popsicle.
Wait, what? Mm-hmm. Wait a second.
I know.
You're going to have to give your husband a new nickname.
I know. He's going to be
There's
devastated.
already a Professor Popsicle?
Okay, so he studies cold physiology, and he coined something called the 1-10-1 principle.
Okay.
So this is to help people understand the 3 stages, right? The approximate time each stage takes and to save lives. So the 1 refers to you having 1 minute to control your breathing.
Okay.
Talked about that ad nauseum at this point. The 10 is having less than 10 minutes of time. You'll be able to move your limbs to any extent.
Okay.
And the last one is having less than 1 hour before you become unconscious or die
Oh, my God.
due to hypothermia.
Okay.
His whole thing is like, most people aren't going to die in the hypothermia stage. They're going
Right.
to die in like the first one or the second one.
Jeez Louise. Okay.
You know what hypothermia is? We've discussed it in other episodes.
Yeah.
Check them out. They're a lot of fun. You're going to learn about naked and burrowing. And there's some great stories too.
Yes.
Because I almost retold the same story. I was like getting ready for this story and I was like, this sounds, I think this name sounds familiar. And then I had to go back and go, oh yeah, I already told that story. Hypothermia is when your body loses heat faster than it can produce it. During this third stage, do what you can to keep as much of your body out of the water as possible, okay?
Oh, my Lord.
If there's a capsized boat, a floating cooler, anything, another corpse you can climb on top of.
A door from from a ship.
Yeah. They did
From a doomed
do you know
ship.
they've done so many things to
Yeah.
replay that scene to see if like Jack could have lived and all of that. That's so interesting to me.
I have seen that.
Anything
I
you
think
can.
the analysis shows he could have if she had just like scooted over, right?
No, that they said. Well, the when they played it out, the door would have. It said the too much weight would have sunk the door. But if she would have maybe taken off her life jacket and put it under the door, it could have held them both with the buyency of the life jacket.
Who would have known? She's not going to know to do that. That's not
gonna know
fair.
to do that.
Although, wasn't she carrying a 30-pound jewel in her pocket or something? Maybe that would.
Yeah.
wouldn't
Oh, she
help
could
that.
have chucked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, if that's not possible, if there's nothing for you to climb on top of, you can. There's a position if you're wearing a life jacket called HELP. This is an acronym, Danielle.
Okay.
Heat escape lessening posture.
Okay.
That can reduce your rate of losing body heat. Draw your knees up toward your face, grasping your arms around your lower legs, and holding yourself in a floating ball.
Okay.
So it's like dead bug, right? Is that what that's called, dead bug in yoga? If you're in a group, go into a huddle. So this involves staying upright, so you're still standing, like your legs down, and circling your arms around the shoulders of others and holding on as close together as you can.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Then you all have to have group sex.
It's going to be really hard in the water.
Yeah, you got to do it. Sorry. Just like that taxi episode. It's like the most memorable taxi episode to me, I think, because I was a kid.
It's so funny. I have no recollection.
And I
of
was
it.
like, what if it didn't even happen? And it's just
possible.
I just made it up in my head. Okay, so how long you can survive these stages depends on water temperature, the clothing you're wearing, your body type, and how you behave. Don't be a shit.
Okay.
Here's a time in your life where body fat could actually help you.
Yeah.
So wearing clothing is another key factor. Cotton's not the best, still helps. The best is to wear layers of clothes. So Rachel Zoe and her caftans.
It's only one layer, though.
Yeah, but if she has if she has wool leggings underneath and wool long sleeves.
She'll definitely have high heels. She doesn't do anything without high heels. So
Okay, I don't
might
know
be
how good
tough.
that is.
Yeah.
So yesterday I had to go pick up Alex from school early for a doctor's appointment.
I was going to say, because she
was
putting in all the teachers' drawers.
She was damaging school supplies at the school, and they said, "Can you come get her, please?" She saves all of it for home. Don't worry. She's perfect out in the world. It's just all of us is safe for home. There was a woman in the office next to me, like a mom picking up her child, who was wearing a dress that was like very casual. It didn't seem like maybe she had a job as like a secretary. I don't know. It wasn't fancy.
Okay.
And she was wearing the highest heels imaginable. They were platform heels that I swear only the band Kiss would wear.
Right.
They were so high. And I was just like baffled.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, how are you doing that
I know.
in
And
your
why?
life?
Yeah.
Yes, how and why?
I know people really look, I don't like being short, but I also like being comfortable.
Yeah.
So it's not, but there are people who will never do anything without wearing heels because they're so, I guess, self-conscious of being
Wild.
short.
It's wild. Okay, if you survived long enough to be rescued, guess what?
What?
Then you're in danger of the fourth stage of cold water immersion. It's called post-rescue collapse.
Oh, shit.
So you need immediate medical attention to
this
be
is when they put the foil thing around you.
Yes, you got to be properly rewarmed. There's a technique. It can't just be willy-nilly, throw them in a hot bath. Like, you're subject to cardiac arrest. You're in a very dangerous period right now. You got to be handled gently,
Okay.
handle with care. If you're the rescuer, gently remove their wet clothes and cover them with dry blankets until medical help arrives. Okay, so I'm going to tell you very quickly What if you fall through the ice?
Oh God.
Okay, so this is a little different.
Oh, see
Right?
this when you told me that. Remember, you told me that story about Benjamin. I mean, he didn't fall through the ice, but wasn't there like a frozen part of the lake that he was walking on?
Yeah, we couldn't
That's
see him.
So scary.
We were on the other side of the
Right.
lake, and then we couldn't see him. And I was like, in my mind, going, "Of course he fell through the ice. It's Benjamin."
Right.
He didn't, luckily.
I
but,
know.
Oh my God, that kid makes me crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't have time to float. Okay. Mm-hmm. It's crucial to remain calm. Get that breathing under control. You've got about 10 minutes. And then muscle weakness followed by muscle failure sets in. You need to get out of that ice as fast as you can. Mm-hmm. So this is what you want to do. You're going to start out in the direction you came from, right? As far as where you fell into the ice.
Okay.
So wherever you fell, wherever you were walking from, because you know that ice supported you originally.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Kick as hard as you can to propel yourself.
Okay.
If you have anything sharp in your pocket, car keys, pocket knife, what other sharp thing would you have in your pocket?
Bottle opener. That's not really sharp.
Jab it in the ice. I don't have.
Pen?
Yeah,
Ice
maybe.
pick?
I never have anything sharp in my pockets. Ice pick. I'm gonna start carrying double ice picks.
Yeah.
Once you're out of the ice, roll away a good bit.
Wait. Once you're out of the ice,
Yeah, you got out.
how?
You with your bobby pins.
Oh, okay. You're probably okay.
Your earrings. Oh, whip your earrings out.
And then
Boing, boing, boing,
Okay.
boing. That's the sound it makes.
that's like what those videos are. We got to find one of those videos for you.
Please,
It's
please.
they're so funny.
I love it. Roll away
Okay.
before you stand up.
Okay.
Do like a power move.
I love it.
A little rolling.
Yep.
Remove your wet clothing.
Okay.
It's the fastest way to warm up.
Right.
Start moving. You're naked now.
Yeah. You're naked
And
you're-
afraid.
and you are afraid. You're trying
Yeah.
not to fall again.
No. Start moving and don't stop until you've reached safety. So you're going to look real normal. You're just naked
Yeah.
running in the frozen tundra.
Right.
Okay, you're going to need a hot bath, 105 to 110 degrees Fahrenheit, but do not allow legs or arms to dip into the bath.
What?
As this cause, so yeah, you're just going to be your torso and your arms
your
and legs are
tush?
sticking up, I guess.
Okay.
This
Why?
This is what they told me.
Okay.
In the research.
All right.
Because this causes the cold blood in the extremities to rush back into the body and lower your core temperature further, resulting in death.
Okay.
Okay, so just lay there. You're like a dead
Yeah.
bug again, but
Right.
arms and legs are sticking up.
Sticking up. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is this is known as after drop.
Okay.
If you don't have access to a bath, what do you pour? Use heat vents in a car, a heat pad, warm towels, a fire, or the worst option, exercise.
Oh,
Can you imagine after all that? Then you'd have to be like, all right,
it's time for crunches.
sit-ups.
Yeah.
That'd be such a bummer.
That would be a bummer.
The process of reheating should be gradual but steady and can take several hours.
Well, I guess I'm thinking at this point, hopefully, you're in the hands of professionals
I would hope so.
and that they know what to do.
I hope you're not doing all this by yourself.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that would be so terrible.
Yeah.
Okay, here's some advice. Seems like kind of like no duh. Don't venture out on cold ice
Right.
or water unless you've tested its thickness. Always go with another person. Take life-saving gear just in case you need it.
Yeah.
You know who wouldn't take life-saving gear?
No.
That couple from Marriage at Sea.
Oh, Jesus Christ. We read this book, Marriage at Sea. And it's just, how many days were they out there?
Like
3
100,
months or something?
144 days,
It was
something.
so crazy. And they wanted to do it without taking safety precautions.
Yeah, no signals
No radio,
for help. No radio.
signal. It was so dumb. It was so infuriating.
Yeah.
That they just, anyway, yeah.
The arrogance.
But very good book.
So good.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what a great book. Guys, are you ready for a story?
So ready.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I've never told this one.
Okay. Big asterisk.
It just happened this year, so I feel confident that we have not heard this one yet.
Well, it's only April, so.
Yes, and this happened in December.
Okay.
An 8-year-old boy in central Pennsylvania went out with his sled one December. When he was hauled up from a frozen pond over 2 hours later, his heart was not beating.
Oh, boy.
Emergency responders knew to tread carefully. According to A medical report from last year, the temperature was 27 degrees Fahrenheit when the unnamed boy left home in his snow boots and I can't speak anymore. I'm going to start over.
Too cold in here?
It's too cold. I'm sorry. According to a medical report from last year, the temperature was 27 degrees Fahrenheit when the unnamed boy left home in his snow boots and jacket. His parents saw sled tracks from their yard leading to an opening in some pond ice where he'd fallen into the water.
Oh my God.
The emergency medical documentation estimates that he was pulled up anywhere between 147 and 177 minutes later. Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's well over 2 hours, including the time it took for rescue divers to conduct an ice water grid search.
I'm sorry, did they say how old the boy is? 8?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
An 8-year-old boy, in Pennsylvania. The length of the submersion and the child's body temperature upon discovery, 45 degrees Fahrenheit, broke human records. It was both the longest time any living person had been submerged and the lowest body temperature recorded in medical literature.
Wow.
From the time the boy was removed from the pond to the time he was delivered to Geisinger Medical Center in Danville, Pennsylvania, over an hour later, emergency responders performed CPR. But they were specifically instructed not to attempt rewarming.
Okay.
It's because the hypothermia was actually preserving his organs.
Whoa.
In the time it took doctors to artificially reboot his circulation using a process called extracorporeal membrane oxygenation, or ECMO.
ECMO.
Oh, good old ECMO, right?
I love ECMO.
It's the best. According to the report, his low core temperature minimized his brain oxygen demand and prolonged neuroprotection during CPR until ECMO reestablished circulation. So when the brain gets that cold, essentially frozen, its need for oxygen diminishes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
While this child represents the most extreme example, the protective effects of hypothermia are well known. For years, doctors have induced hypothermia therapeutically in patients during open heart surgery because of how it can stop brain swelling after the collapse of the circulatory system, among other things.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. And the thing is, they learned this because of another story we told on the Regan Burns episode about this woman in Norway who had plunged while skiing into the ice head first, legs up in the air, and she was like basically dead.
But preserved.
Okay. And then they realized, oh, we could maybe utilize this in medicine. We could
wild.
make people really cold. You know how they put people in comas?
Yeah.
It's sort of a similar idea, right? Like, oh, if we kind of freeze people, we can prevent other things from happening. Like we can, okay. I'm going to stop talking shit. The other life-saving factor in the case of the 8-year-old boy was something called the dive reflex. As defined by the Dartmouth Undergraduate Journal of Science, the dive reflex is the body's physiological response to submersion in cold water and includes selectively shutting down parts of the body in order to conserve energy for survival. Dr. Catherine Martian, a neurodevelopmental disability specialist in the pediatrics department at the Massachusetts General Hospital, explained that the dive reflex is more intense in colder water. A more intense dive reflex means better tissue preservation and ultimately better chances of survival. Children who go through ice, those are the kids who have the best chance because it drops their core temperature so quickly.
Oh.
In general, children also have a better chance at surviving an incident of this nature because their bodies cool faster in the cold water thanks to their relatively low body fat, which also goes against what we said earlier, meaning your high body fat.
Right. Well, I think the high body fat helps you float, no?
Maybe. So this helps you freeze quicker.
But this helps you freeze quicker.
So, you know, if you land in the freezing water and you want to freeze quicker.
Yeah.
At Geisinger Medical Center, doctors slowly warmed the 8-year-old boy after the ECMO. After 10 hours, he opened his eyes.
Oh, my God.
By day 30, he could voluntarily move his limbs, and he could see, hear, and swallow. By day 59, he was discharged to inpatient neurorehabilitation. At 6-month follow-up, he was giving short commands, standing without support, riding a tricycle, eating soft foods, and relearning simple tasks, the report stated. That such a recovery was possible after over 2.5 hours without a heartbeat is nothing short of a medical marvel. And going forward, it could upend how doctors and emergency personnel approach organ preservation and neurologic recovery after the vital organs have been deprived of oxygen for such a prolonged period. The incident also provides important insights for the growing number of researchers experimenting with the cryopreservation and later thawing of mammal brains, which I feel like this is going to be like Elon Musk. Who's gonna be like, I can live forever.
Right.
But what I would say is like we should just go ahead and freeze him now.
Well, give it a try. Just beckon him in with like some money and a young vulnerable woman.
Yeah, just freeze now.
Yeah. We'll unthaw you in a little
get
while.
a lot of people to freeze.
Unthaw you. Thaw you.
I do that all the time.
So, okay, is that
That's
the
it.
last update on the boy?
That's the last update I have.
The parents must have. You can only assume your child is dead at that point.
Yes.
So every step of improvement was probably complete shock to them.
I would imagine.
Oh, because that was my first thought was brain damage
I don't know if he does. You know, he might have some.
because of the oxygen. But you're saying that the brain needs less oxygen when it freezes, which is very interesting. So maybe there is a physiological reason why we have hypothermia. I mean, not obviously there's a physiological, but I mean like it
Like
helps.
protective.
That's wild.
It's really interesting.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy moly. Yikes.
So pretty crazy. He survived.
Excellent story. Love it.
Thank you.
Cold.
You're cold? You should put on a jacket. You're chilly. Wow. All right. Well, that was really cool. And speaking of cool, it wasn't cold, but it was cool. And we'll be back right after this.
Can't wait.
Hello, welcome back.
Hey,
How was your break?
riveting.
Riveting. You
Yeah.
riveted yourself.
Yes.
You were so fascinating. You fascinated yourself.
As usual.
Yeah. You told me you talked to yourself, so
I'm my own best company.
yeah.
We all die alone, Danielle.
Where did that come from?
Just, you know, you got to be good company.
because we're all our own best company.
Yeah, you got to be
Okay.
good company to yourself.
I guess I better start talking. I do talk to myself. It's just all in my head.
Is it nice?
No, it's more like, okay, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to,
Okay.
like I plot those things out, but I don't say it verbally.
Okay, that's fine.
You
I
know?
accept that. So on the first half of the show, we talked about how to survive frozen water.
Yes.
Our guest, Will Hines, is going to share how to survive frozen shoulder. Hello, Will.
Hi,
Hello.
Will.
Hi.
Thank you for coming.
My pleasure.
You know him as a UCB performer and teacher.
That's right.
And I
yeah.
hear you have even a second.
That's right. Yeah, I started my own improv concern.
Yes.
My own improv theater in school called the World's Greatest Improv School right here in Los Angeles and New York. We have places in New York too.
Wow.
Nice.
And
Yeah, it's a
you
weird
act as
world.
well, I'm assuming?
Yes, I do act. You know, not as much as I'd like. Probably like every actor
Right.
would say that in this town. But I sneak onto television now and then.
I feel like I recognize your voice. Do you do a lot of voiceover?
No, I mean, I auditioned for a lot of
Okay.
voiceovers. I think I've never booked one.
That's crazy. You have a
Pretty
great
good. Oh,
commercial voice.
Thank you. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, truly, I don't think I'm a good actor at all. I came to LA 12 years ago to try to be a writer, and I certainly haven't gotten a lot of acting work, but I've gotten no writing work. And some of the people that I would submit scripts to, they'd be like, do you want to play a divorced dad in a short
Oh my
film
God,
I'm
that's
doing?
so
So I
funny.
would just get cast as a sad middle-aged man. I couldn't help but get cast as like a depressed principal, resigned middle-aged manager, over it dad,
That's so
sarcastic
funny.
Radio Shack employee. These are real roles that I've had.
Oh my God. Over it, Dad. I like the over it.
Yeah.
Over
You're
it,
like,
Dad,
I didn't
yeah.
even want to do that.
Yeah.
And that was just forced
It's like, you don't like
upon
my
me.
sitcom? They're like, no, but will you be a almost suicidal mailman? in
Oh
the thing?
my
Like, Okay,
God.
I guess I will.
Well,
So-
if the
But I'm not going to
carrier
turn down.
pouch fits.
Yes, exactly. Right. So I've snuck onto TV occasionally and some small movies and stuff
Cool.
like that. Usually through UCB friends, like that network
Yeah.
is sort of some former student of mine will be like a showrunner and be like,
right.
I got 4 lines for you, Teach, and I'm like, let's do it.
let's do it.
And so that happens too.
Cool. Very
I
cool.
like it. Oh, and Comedy Bang Bang, I'm on that a lot too. I've snuck
Oh.
into that, and that's kind of another adjacent to the improv world
Maybe that's how I know your voice.
That might be. I've done
You've done characters
a ton on Comedy Bang Bang. Yes.
What are some big ones? I don't, to be completely
Really,
honest, I don't listen to it regularly.
You could not insult me by not knowing something. Honestly, you couldn't, not even if you tried.
But my son and I listen to it together sometimes. So.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'm on the sort of like Scott Ackerman, the host, would be sad to hear me describe myself this way. But I consider myself sort of on the consistent B tier of Bang Bang, where I'm not among the very premier folks like Andy Daly maybe, or John Gabris or Lisa Gilroy. But I live 5 minutes from Scott Ackerman's house, and we are friends. And if somebody cancels, he texts me. He's like, "Can you be here in 10 minutes?" I'm like, "You know it."
Great.
And I show up. So I do a different character every time, and it just becomes insane.
All right. Well, I will look out for your name.
Boobs Rinse is a private detective I've done a number of times. I don't know.
That's great.
I don't think Boobs is going to be breaking into his own IP anytime soon.
No,
but that's somebody
we can't
that
spin him off.
Tried. I've tried.
But you're not here.
I'm not here to talk about that.
Well, I mean, we love to hear it.
Yeah.
We love to hear it.
I appreciate that. And I love to say it.
We love to also hear
but a medical malady.
About something you survived.
I survived, yes. And you maybe have experience with this too?
I sure do.
Okay, yeah.
I'd like to hear about your experience.
Gather round, young people who are listening. Gather round
your
and
future
hear
ways.
the future. Ways that your body will fail you that you are not serious enough for you to know in advance, but trust me, is a real drag. And come, and I will tell you the lore of the frozen shoulder.
Oh, it's so spooky.
It's so spooky, and it basically means that your shoulder joint becomes inflamed, like sort of not permanently, but like locked in a state of being inflamed for weeks and weeks, even months, to where you can barely move your shoulder. Like it is literally like locked in place, like a door that needs oiling. Like it won't rotate.
So I have heard people get this different ways. Do you know how yours came
No,
on?
and frozen shoulder is an umbrella term for like a kind of a bunch of ways that your shoulder can become inflamed. But I mean, the doctors sort of give up. They're like, my doctor, who I switched to doctors in the middle of this, because I got frustrated with my original guy, who I know meant well, but he was kind of just like, well, you're old. Like this is just we're not going to really look into it. Like,
this a GP or was this an orthopedic guy?
This was a GP.
Okay, so
if I'd gone to an orthopedic guy, I think he would have. I think at least pretended to try more.
Yes, exactly.
So first you had symptoms, I assume, where you were just like, my shoulder.
It took a couple weeks to really settle in. It was like at first, maybe you had this experience too. It just felt like I slept on it wrong. Like I woke up and it was just kind of sore.
Okay.
Not even in a remarkable way. Just going, shoulder's a little sore. But then the next day it was like a little more sore. Mm-hmm. So then I'm careful to not sleep on it. Like I normally sleep on my side. I slept on my back. Take all pressure off it. Still was getting worse. Now I go to the doctor and he's like, "How old are you?" And I was 50 at this time. I'm 55 now. And he's like, "Oh yeah, it could be frozen." And they ask you, "Did you injure yourself? Did you do anything strenuous? Was there like an incident? Did you lift something or what?" And I was like, "No, I didn't. I don't do any exercise. I'm a lazy person.
No, not
It's not possible that I physically stressed myself. I've pampered my body since I was born." And then they're like, "Oh well," and then it could be, so yeah, it could be like rheumatism. It could be like a blood thing that starts it. I don't think that was it in my case. It could be an injury. Mm-hmm. Could be an allergic reaction. It could be like if you're suddenly having an allergic reaction to like eggs or something late in life, or a lactose thing. And your body kind of overreacts. But they don't really know.
Okay.
It could be bursitis. It could be like bursa is one of the components of your shoulder joint, bursa, and the bursa could just be inflamed.
Yeah.
I mean, bursitis, I don't think I've heard the word bursitis except in like Henny Youngman jokes.
I was going to say like arsenic and old lace or something.
Yeah, I feel like it's like a punchline in like old black and white movies. It's like, "I'll give you bursitis, you pal," or whatever.
Right.
And
I believe Elliot Hochberg, who is the video guy on Never Not Funny, my husband's podcast, he got frozen shoulder from a vaccination.
Right. Now, I got to say, like, I'm a little skeptical of that because I got 2 frozen shoulders. I got them both shoulders. One I got before I was vaccinated for COVID.
Yeah.
Got it like in March 2020, like literally as COVID was settling into our lives, one of my shoulders kind of froze up for like 4 months, 5 months.
Wow.
Yeah. And then that got better.
Yeah.
And then the next March I got vaccinated, I think. That's kind of when that went down, like in 2021, if I'm remembering that right. And then a couple months after that, my other shoulder, not the one I got the vaccine in, got frozen.
Right.
But a lot of people are like, oh, the shoulder I got vaccinated and got frozen. And I'm like, I don't know. Was it also when you turned 50? Because that seems to be a way more common
It's possible, but like you
cause.
said, there's all these different
You don't know.
causes, and no one kind of. Do you know how you got yours?
Yeah, perimenopause.
Okay, yes.
But
your whole body just freaking
They didn't
out.
know.
They didn't know.
Nobody said that.
Right.
They don't know because they just give up. They're just like, you got to live with it
Also,
and it goes away.
obstetricians.
GPs?
Osteo.
What's the word I'm looking for?
The bone doctors.
The bone doctors.
Osteopathy.
Orthopedics?
Orthopedics, like many doctors, have like no knowledge about perimenopause.
Right.
So
right.
when I was in there trying to say like, why is this on the first side, I was like, what's going on? Like, why did I get this?
Yeah.
He was like, it just happens.
Right.
It just happens. So then when it happened on the other side a couple years later, I was like, what's happening?
Yeah,
Like,
what's going
what am
on?
I doing wrong?
Yeah.
It doesn't mean you'll get it if, as a woman, if you're going through perimenopause, it doesn't mean you're going to get frozen shoulder in both your shoulders.
Right.
It just means you
But
can.
It's possible.
It's possible.
Yeah.
So what does it feel like? It's just pain?
It is, your shoulder is like hobbled. It's like, if you keep it still, for me, if I kept it still, it did not hurt.
Okay.
But if like, my range of motion at its worst was like, if I went here, it felt great. I could do this, and I'm like flapping my arm like a wing.
Right.
About like 45 degrees. Felt fine. But if I tried to make my shoulder, like my arm, like even with
90,
my shoulder,
yeah.
it was a crushing pain, as if I was
Wow.
like bending the joint too far.
Oh God.
Like really bad. And if I tried to reach my hand behind my back, I absolutely couldn't do it. I could get it like maybe here.
Yeah.
And like just I could like reach my hand to my hip, and if I tried to move it like 4 inches back, all of a sudden like my shoulder would just like incredible pain.
Right.
And you don't. It's one of those things where you don't realize how often you're just bending your
Right,
arms all
yeah.
sorts of ways until it's like gone. Especially in my dominant arm, and then you just all these things. Opening doors was like a whole thing. Carrying groceries, and it's not serious enough that anybody really cares.
Right.
It's not
Yeah.
like your arm
Right.
is gone, and there's
Yes.
people around you with far worse illnesses at all time.
You don't even
So-
have a sling.
Yeah, I got nothing to
Yeah,
show for
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Right.
Yes.
So you have to kind of just like suffer in silence.
Yeah.
God.
And people don't know what it is.
They don't know what it is.
So they're just like, oh, okay. And you're like,
And they accidentally blame you. They're like, well, what did you do? Did you sleep on it? Or did you do this? And
Right.
I'm too lazy to have done anything. And a comment. So it is literally an inflammation.
Okay.
It can be caused a number of different ways, but at the end of it, it's the components of your shoulder get inflamed.
Okay.
And so a sort of common thing I found that people will say to fight it is an anti-inflammatory diet. And, there's lots of foods that are supposed to inflame components of your body, like coffee, caffeine,
Right.
eggs. I think red meat is okay, but there's certain kinds of this is sort of colloquial known, I can't say that word, but casually known as the Tom Brady diet.
Oh.
Like, at least among guys.
Okay.
My guy doctor, who was a Tom Brady fanatic,
Okay.
couldn't stop talking to me about the Tom Brady diet,
Okay.
which is like Tom Brady had this he's very particular about what he eats.
Mm-hmm.
And in 2020, was Tom Brady still playing in 2020? I think he might have been. I'm not a football fan.
I think so.
But he's like a medical miracle. He stayed healthy and strong for so long.
Oh, okay.
He was a quarterback just for so much longer than anybody
Right.
expected he could, playing at a high level that people got fascinated with his diet.
Oh.
And his diet was like no inflammatory foods.
Gotcha.
Right? And so the doctor was like, you could try the Tom Brady diet.
Okay.
And he kept pushing that on me. And I got so desperate that I did try it. I tried it for like 3 weeks, and I did not have the strength to do it.
Did you meet a model?
No.
No.
No,
Giselle
wouldn't
didn't
that-
show up at your house.
I wish.
No.
Wouldn't that be incredible? I think it'd be a more successful diet if that
Yeah.
was guaranteed to happen.
So, but it didn't relieve any pain.
I mean, I did it for 3 weeks, which is not really enough to be a
Right.
fair test. You sort of have to do it for like 2 months or something like
okay.
Is
that.
this one of those you don't get to have bread? It's like no gluten.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That's tough.
It's like really like protein and greens is like what you're having.
Right.
I cannot do that.
And it probably is very healthy. It certainly
Yeah.
sounded very healthy, but it was like no eggs, no caffeine, and the no caffeine was driving me insane.
Oh God! You
I
probably
dropped
had
the
a
no eggs
headache.
pretty. I was like, okay, that's not so bad, but no caffeine, and I couldn't do it.
There's also certain vegetables you can't even eat, right?
Yes, and I can't remember them all right
Tomatoes,
now, but
maybe?
it's
Yeah.
like
I also
think
think
there's no
that-
rice.
I
feel
don't
like
agree. I just feel the whole like protein obsession is a little wackadoodle.
the whole thing seemed sus to me. They're
Yeah.
like, would I have to ruin my life every day for 2 months, and maybe it will help this thing that you're not even spending time diagnosing?
Yeah.
It's like. He couldn't stop talking to me about Tom Brady, though. And so I
I love this doctor.
You know anything
Yeah.
about? He starts kissing you on the lips.
he could he couldn't remember me also on subsequent visits. I'd be like, he'd like, okay, frozen shoulder. Have you tried the Tom Brady diet? And he'd be like,
Oh
"Do you
my
know
God, that is so
that I was
infuriating.
here 3 weeks
I
ago and we
cannot
talked
take
about
that.
this?
I cannot
Can't
take
they
that.
just cheat and look at it while you're, zipping up
Exactly.
your
Yes, look at
jacket
your
or
notes.
something?
Look at your notes ahead of time.
You
Come
wrote
on.
the notes down. It's like memento. Look, even if you don't
Right.
remember it, don't you see your handwriting that we have spoken before?
Exactly.
So I left that. I got a different doctor
Good.
who prescribed me a physical therapy.
Okay.
Which actually did help a lot. I was
okay.
very skeptical that was going to do anything.
Yeah.
And how long? Sorry to interrupt.
That's okay.
How far into this?
I was 2 months into
months in.
being pretty
Okay.
hobbled.
Okay.
And it was getting worse.
Yeah.
It got very, very bad in the first 2 weeks and mostly stayed there. It was getting a little bit worse and worse, which I realized later was that just since I wasn't stretching, my attempts to like break through I was making it worse, kind of like scratching a scab. I was like re-inflaming the joint by
Right.
just like trying, kind of in an amateurish way, stubbornly just trying to move my arm was like making it worse.
Yeah. You can't really.
You have to just like let it heal.
Yeah. It's this weird thing.
It's like an overheated. You just have to let it cool down.
Wow.
Until the inflammation is gone enough that you can then move, and then you can stretch to prevent further inflammation.
Gotcha.
Which is what I learned from the physical therapist. And he was actually great. I went to a place and I did not want to do it. And he just literally would make me do the proper stretches in front of him.
Yeah.
It's like a gym trainer. It's like, it feels dumb that you need another person to just
Oh,
be like,
I've done
move
fi-
your arm this
yes.
way, move it back. Okay, do that 10 more times.
Right.
Okay, good, go home.
But you have to work with a physical therapist, I think, with frozen shoulder. You cannot do.
He was very particular
Yeah.
about like the
You'll make
range
it worse on your own.
Exactly. So, and although I did eventually learn some stuff, and it was just like the smallest, weakest movements with no weight at first. We eventually got very, very small dumbbells. And I just went there 3 times a week, and he would walk me through it. And then the pandemic hit, and I couldn't go in person anymore.
Oh, God.
So we switched to telehealth, which I was really skeptical. I was like, well, this really isn't going to work.
Right.
But it did.
Wow.
Because he would just look at me through like the little Zoom window, and he would just like, move your camera so I can see your arm. No, that's not right. Okay. And it wasn't as good as in person, but it was still good. And also it made me do it. So I did that for a month, and it did get significantly better. Let's say like 50% better. So I
Okay.
still had some limited range of motion. And then I went to this second doctor who did remember me on subsequent visits. And I was like, okay, it's getting better. How much longer? It'd been like maybe 3 months at this point. I mean, partly because it was pandemic, I was like, I'm kind of just sitting around my house.
I was just say this is your new
Anyway,
hobby.
it's
This is your making sourdough.
Right, yeah, exactly.
You're just gonna,
Yeah.
heal yourself.
Right. But then he was like, well, I didn't want to tell you this, but like we could try, and this is not great for I think it's for your liver, but we could do a mega dose of ibuprofen, which is
I was
anti-inflammation.
wondering about that. Okay.
He's like, I forget what the number is, but like 1,000 milligrams, just some crazy big pill. And he's like, he goes, make no mistake, this is bad for you.
Yeah.
This is bad. But if we do like maybe 2 of these, maybe that'll push the inflammation down in addition to what you've already accomplished enough to really make the stretches make a difference.
Right.
He was like, so I'm going to prescribe, I think it was 3 doses.
Okay.
Over a week.
Okay.
And he's like, and he was like, don't do a lot of this. And I was like, okay. And that did it. I did.
Oh, really?
Yes. A week. It was like a huge difference.
So you
2
didn't
days
have-
later.
You didn't have to have surgery.
Didn't have to have surgery.
And have you had your liver tested?
No. Oh, wait. Yes, just through I've had like a regular blood test and a checkup.
Yeah.
I haven't it's
probably fine just for that
I'm
amount.
assuming it's fine
Yeah.
for just 3 times.
I think he was like, he was just like, don't make a habit of this. Like,
But you had surgery, didn't you?
On both.
On both.
oh God.
They didn't. They didn't.
That's what they
recommend
said would be next. He said, like, if this doesn't do it, we just have to go in and see what it is.
So what's I'll get into it.
Okay.
But so that's during pandemic.
Yeah, that
and
was like
then-
from March to June of
And
2020.
it resolves itself through physical therapy and this large dose of anti-inflammatory.
Yeah.
But I would assume you're left kind of weak, maybe
For sure.
because
Yes.
it's
been atrophied. I haven't really been using it.
when it's frozen for a period of time.
Yeah.
All the muscles, not just in your shoulder, but like through your back, kind of atrophy.
That
Yeah.
makes sense.
So then
Right.
you have to like continue physical therapy to try to strengthen some of that.
Yeah.
So did you continue with physical therapy through time period, or did you just say, "Oh, I'll try to work on that myself"?
I worked on it myself. I did those stretches on my own for another 2 months, 3
Okay.
months. But I did start exercising again because my arm and shoulder were really weak.
It's unbelievable, right?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's just everything's gone.
And do your arms look different? Like is one all shriveled up and skinny and one normal?
No.
Oh no, I thought.
I would love to have had the pity that might have elicited. It is a fairly invisible
Oh, okay.
condition.
Okay.
Did that? Then how long was it before it happened in the other arm?
It happened
Shoulder, sorry.
happened a year later.
Year
A
later.
in the other
and when
arm.
when it started, were you like,
I was like,
Motherfucker.
oh God, damn! I knew right away. I was
Yeah.
like, this is it.
yeah.
And I wonder if it's my diet. If I just do have so much caffeine, I'm sitting here with a big cup of coffee right now, or so many eggs or something the Tom Brady diet has stayed with me. My first doctor has had an impact. I'm like, maybe I do just have, my diet is so lousy.
It's so I feel like it just hits some people and
I
it
think so,
doesn't hit
too.
others
I
because
think
it's
so,
like
too.
my brother also got it.
Okay. So maybe it's hereditary.
But he fell on the ice.
Oh, okay.
And then
Lucky. He's got something to
he
say.
has an excuse.
Yeah.
But it's like he's a super athlete. Like
Okay.
he runs marathons, he runs ultra marathons, like, and I'm not athletic like that, but I have exercised a lot.
You're active enough
I'm pretty
that-
active.
Yeah.
So, but no one else in our family.
Yeah.
Like neither of our parents, neither like
It
of our other
feels-
siblings, no cousins, and it was
Yeah.
like he got it, and then I was like, and then I got it. Like I think it's weird. It hits people and it doesn't hit other people.
Yeah.
So the next time I hit it,
Yeah, the next time you had
I was
it.
sort of ready. I immediately started doing the stretches again.
So right away.
Right away. I did like the physical therapy stretches. I did that for like a month.
You didn't ask for the drugs? I would have gone immediately to the doctor and said,
I kind of
"Drug me
was
up."
scared. He scared me so much that I was
the
About
like,
your liver?
Yeah.
I'm going to do this for a month, which
Yeah.
I did then get 2 more doses
Okay.
of that stuff. But I waited like a month,
And it worked?
and it did work.
Wow.
It did
So it was
work.
a shorter duration.
Yeah. I think I was on top of it earlier.
Yeah.
I didn't like make it worse by like I didn't try to like just thrash my way
Mm-hmm.
through it. And maybe it just wasn't as bad a case for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm,
I don't know. But you know what? That one I still have scar tissue because I got a scan of it later, and I did somehow have more scar tissue
Yeah.
in my left shoulder, the second one, even though it didn't hurt as much. I
But
don't
does
know.
it all feel okay now?
It all feels okay now.
Yeah.
And I'm so grateful for it. Like, I sometimes will just like, I'll be watching TV because I'm not active. I refuse to actually, I'll just like whip my arms
Yes.
like behind
And
my
you're so
back.
glad
'cause
you
I'm
can
like,
do it.
Oh my God, I can like
Yeah.
do this.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you lose that mobility.
When it comes back, I was like so grateful.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because it's a hard road to get it back.
Yeah.
You really like can't believe the mobility loss. It's so humbling.
And it is that weird window where, of course, people have worse conditions.
Right.
And of course,
Sure.
there's like worse things that can happen and worse pain and stuff like that. But if your range of motion is gone, it does impact the quality of your
Yeah.
life. Like you
Yeah.
just cannot do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
It's brutal. Yeah.
And even just like when again, for the second frozen shoulder, lockdowns were sort of lifting, people were socializing again. I would even just think about where on the couch I was sitting so that I wouldn't have to lean against the weak shoulder when I was
Right.
talking to people. Again, if I was going grocery shopping, I would bring a friend with me just because I'd be like, can you open the doors for
Yeah.
me? I mean, I felt like elderly.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like before my time.
I do think It does give you more compassion, though, to
Yes.
other people with whatever
Any kind of like knees
thing.
or joints.
You see them having a leg brace or whatever, and then you're
Yes.
just like, oh, that's tough. You know,
Yeah.
like
Yes,
you really,
I totally agree.
you really sort of,
And just how frustrating it is because most of my body was very healthy and strong. But because of these just like two joints are inflamed, there's all this stuff I can't do or I have to
Yeah,
think about.
yeah.
And how much worse would it be if that's what if that's my lower back, you know what I mean? Or your neck or something like that. Like, you start to have compassion
Yeah.
for, you had to have surgery. But did that do it?
yeah. So mine was, my kids were 4.
Oh,
She has
no.
twins.
I had twins, and the one that happened on the first side,
That's horrible.
and
So that's the still picking up stage.
still picking up stage
Yeah.
where they want to be carried a lot. And
But they were
snuggle.
probably super patient about it.
Oh, they were so understanding.
Yeah, they probably backed off their demands.
Yeah, they were
a
just
lot.
like, it's okay, Mom, we get
Yes,
it.
we're thinking about you.
Yeah, they're so giving at that age, the most giving.
Yeah.
And I saw an orthopedic. I had like an orthopedic guy already.
Wow, brag. Okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
right.
Regular. And I thought something was wrong with like my neck.
Yeah.
Like, because I had chronic neck pain. So
Yeah.
I was like, something's wrong with my neck again. And I just thought it had spread. So like I went to see him again and I was like, yeah, it's like hard to move. Even my arm is kind of hard to move. And he was like, yeah, I don't. So he sent me to physical therapy and the physical therapist diagnosed me.
Oh.
She
Yeah.
was like, you have frozen shoulder. And I was
Yes.
like, what the fuck is that?
Right.
Yeah, my physical therapist knew more about it than my GP.
Yeah.
also,
That's
by
interesting.
far. I think because they work with those
Yeah.
cases.
They really know bodies, right?
He was testing for bursitis. He can't test for it, but he's like, if it's bursitis,
Yeah.
this one will hurt. He's like, oh, I think it's just general inflammation. But I trusted him more than I did my GP.
She really knew,
Yeah.
yeah. And so when I went back to my orthopedic surgeon, he said, a lot of these cases resolve themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just going to have you keep working with the physical therapist
Yeah.
and keep going. And I was in so much pain.
Yeah.
My arm was fully immobile. Like I couldn't lift it at all.
Even that, yeah. Oh my
I couldn't
God.
move it this way at all. It was completely glued to my side.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
And if even my kids tapped like my fingers, I would like bend over
Yeah.
in pain that was just
Yeah.
so staggering. And he kept me waiting like a year.
A year.
Because he kept saying, it's going to resolve, it's going to resolve, it's going to
Yeah.
resolve. And
Wait
he-
a second.
He didn't want to put me through surgery because the surgery
Sure.
it's a big deal.
Well,
Yeah.
Did your doctor recommend this infusion of anti-inflammatory? Medicine?
That wasn't, maybe we tried it. I don't remember doing that.
Yeah.
Like I was on,
My guy was hesitant. And now that I'm remembering it, I went to a second GP, and actually I had one consultation, I'm remembering this now, with an orthopedist, and that's the guy who said the ibuprofen.
yeah.
Under duress.
They might have done that and it just didn't
Yeah. Right.
resolve. Like I think, surgeons love to do surgery. So the fact that he delayed it so long makes me think that they really don't want to do it unless it's a last
Right.
resort.
yeah.
So I think it was about a year that I was
Yeah.
living with this pain. It was nightmarish.
Yeah.
Nightmarish pain. And then finally when I got the surgery, after my surgery, and I'll tell you this never happens, he came in and he said, I am so sorry
Whoa.
that I made you wait this long. I have never seen a case of frozen shoulder this bad.
Oh my.
He said there was so much scar tissue
Right.
that had built up in your shoulder
Yeah.
joint. And he said, I should have done the surgery so much earlier, and I'm really sorry.
Well,
Wow.
he should have fucking listened to you.
That is kind of remarkable that he said that. Though,
Yeah.
It is
because, like,
remarkable.
they worry about legal stuff.
Yeah.
He's basically admitting.
Yes, you're
He
right.
made me
Fault.
wait too long. Yeah. And he said he like showed it to other doctors. Because he couldn't,
You've
like,
made
I was like, again, I get to be worst case scenario.
Yeah.
And so, yeah. And then, but the surgery, the recovery from surgery is really brutal because
Okay.
you go home with a huge ice machine
Okay.
that connects to your
Do you
shoulder.
still have the ice machine? Because I heard, you need the ice.
Oh, yeah, that's
Your ice
true.
is broken.
I could use it.
Maybe use it for
for my broken
Yeah.
freezer. So you have this big wrap around your shoulder, and then ice is continuously going onto your shoulder because the recovery from the surgery,
It's like as bad as or worse than
it's bad. Like you're obviously your arm can move, and that's
Right. So that was better.
that's better.
Okay.
But the pain of
But the-
recovery
yeah.
is really awful, and you're then immediately back into
therapy. Yeah.
and having to move it all, because if you don't move it right away, it
It'll
freezes.
re-atrophy,
It
yeah.
refreezes.
Wow.
So it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
I
And
found that once it subsided, the ibuprofen finally shrunk it into the window where I had mobility, they were like, you have to exercise right now.
Yeah.
To prevent it from coming
and
back.
it doesn't like something that's been just cut into, because they go in with a laser probe or whatever.
Okay.
Because I have scars all over this shoulder and this one, because they do these cuts, right? And then they go in and they he explained it basically like it used to be chewing gum and now it's all hardened. You know how gum gets hard?
Yeah.
So they have to go in and cut all that away, that scar tissue.
Yeah.
And so they'll give you some Percocet, but not a lot, because they're
Right.
so worried about
Yes.
addiction.
Yeah.
So they'll give you like 4, and you're like, I need like 20.
Yeah.
What the fuck? And what's
Right.
weird is when my brother had frozen shoulder in Ohio, where you'd think they'd be really like,
Yeah.
no,
You can
man,
get it-
this is.
Get it down at the Higbee's or whatever.
Yeah, they'll give him a whole bottle
Oh, really?
and be like, let us know how much you need. I'm like, how are they
that's
doing
how
that?
that happens.
I know, but here they're like, you can have 4, and I'd be crying, and Sven would call them and be
Yeah.
like, can she please have some more? Like, this is not enough.
and then
Yeah.
would they give it to you?
Not really. Like, they're really strict. So yeah, that was really tough. And then 2 years later, I got it in the other shoulder.
Oh, my God.
And this time he did not make me wait.
I'm
like
assuming,
it was
yeah.
much faster.
Yeah.
And but the recovery is really tough.
Do you
Yeah.
still have? Do either of you still have problems? Like, does it ever act up?
Very,
No.
very limited. I think I have something in this shoulder now. I mean, like light.
Yeah.
But I'll occasionally I do feel it.
Oh,
But I think also I'm just a little bit like scared of
Same.
it. Of like if there's ever like sometimes I will sleep on my shoulder wrong, and I'll just get like a normal ache and pain, and that next day I'm like,
you panic,
it's
right?
back. But then that'll
Right.
be better by the end of the day.
Right.
It's
Well,
crazy.
Will, thank you
Is this
so
the
much.
oldest sounding episode you guys have
No,
ever
no, no. Oh no, we've had older ones.
I feel bad that every young person listening to this is gone, and they're just like,
We're giving them a window.
A window into the future.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Oh,
that
my
was really
pleasure.
interesting.
Thanks for having me.
And hopefully people will look up your improv school.
Yeah,
Yes, check it
go
out.
to improv graduate school.
Improv grad school. Yeah.
You can do it.
Yeah, WGImprovschool.com. We do have online classes too. We have a lot of international students, and it's
Oh, cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, very
nice.
nice.
it's free fun.
Okay, and we will be back right after this with what did we learn today?
So much.
So much. Kristine,
Danielle?
are you ready to learn what we learned today?
Sure.
In the Steve Miller song, Fly Like an Eagle, the lyric is time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future.
Thank you.
I mean, that is something I've literally known my entire life and just could not get a handle on today.
That's okay.
Drinks in Europe are generally served with little to no ice, often appearing slightly chilled or at room temperature, because many Europeans view ice as an unnecessary dilution of flavor. Oh, that makes drinks too watery. I thought it was obviously this makes no sense, but I thought it was like a resource thing. Like they didn't have access. Obviously that makes no sense. I guess maybe I thought it came out of that or something.
Okay.
But don't they also serve their beer warm?
No.
No. Okay. Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful, was cast in Marty Supreme because director John Safdie specifically wanted his real-life, ruthless businessman persona from Shark Tank to embody the character of Milton Rockwell, a cold, transactional 1950s tycoon. Safdie sought an authentic non-actor villain to represent corporate greed in the film. I really do object to him not hiring actors. I think it's really not okay. But I mean, I know he did a good job, but it's just and there were other parts that weren't non-actors. Gwyneth Paltrow is starring in a Netflix film adaptation of Belle Burden's memoir, Strangers, A Memoir of Marriage, which chronicles the collapse of a 20-year marriage, a project often linked to themes of her own life. Recently, Paltrow revealed she was fired from a different movie in 2014 because of the intense backlash and negative press surrounding her conscious uncoupling divorce from Chris Martin. I read that headline. Do we know what movie it was?
I don't think so.
Okay. Gwyneth Paltrow is often criticized for being out of touch with the average person's financial reality, promoting questionable or unscientific health advice through her company Goop, and showcasing seemingly elitist lifestyle. Her often deemed pretentious lifestyle advice, coupled with controversial wellness products like yoni eggs and questionable health claims, has garnered significant backlash.
Yeah, I don't like that. Like the wellness advice stuff, I don't care for.
Yeah.
that.
Also,
Like,
she doesn't know anything about it. Like when they asked her about it on a talk show, she laughed. She's like, I don't know.
yeah.
Belle Burden just so happens to be a Vanderbilt heiress, but also a pro bono immigration attorney specializing in juvenile cases. I wonder if she's related to Cooper Anderson. Wikipedia describes John Tesh's music as pop, contemporary worship, and 20th century classical music. That's not the word I'm looking for. What the fuck is the word I'm looking for about that kind? Now you're
Like Yanni stuff, right?
Easy.
yes,
It's not easy.
easy listening. It's like non-lyrics.
Oh, it's like right on the edge of my
It's hippy dippy, new age.
New Age. Yes, yes.
Oh, yeah.
New age.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what it is, but that's what the word is I was trying to
Got it.
figure out.
That makes sense.
Don't struggle, try floating. Thrashing and struggling will do more harm than good. Remain calm. The panic will subside.
I think that's good advice just in general.
Yeah. Maybe just stay off the ice.
Yeah. It's also good advice.
Frozen shoulder adhesive capsulitis commonly affects women aged 40 to 60 during perimenopause and menopause, likely triggered by declining estrogen levels that reduce joint flexibility and increase inflammation. The condition causes severe shoulder stiffness and pain, often occurring when the shoulder capsule thickens and tightens. Other common causes include immobilization after injury, surgery, or underlying conditions like diabetes. Treatment typically involves physical therapy, pain relievers, and sometimes injections lasting 9 to 18 months. Tom Brady's diet, often called the TB12 method, is an 80-20 plant-based anti-inflammatory regimen designed for longevity and performance, emphasizing organic vegetables, whole grains, so you can have grains,
Okay.
and lean proteins like fish. It heavily restricts processed foods, sugar, dairy, gluten, soy, and nightshades, tomatoes and peppers. That's what I was thinking.
I could maybe do this.
The sugar would be very, and the dairy would be hard for me.
The dairy would be really hard.
Cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that'd be
that
tough.
would be. Look, it all would be hard.
It'd be hard. It'd be easier if I could have a personal chef, which he does.
Sure.
I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure he does.
Like if somebody was cooking that for me, it would be much
Yeah.
easier.
Yeah, that's true.
Because somebody's making delicious meals for me that are gourmet, you barely notice that you're not getting the things you're not getting. But if I have to figure all that out, then I'm like, oh no, it's so hard.
I'll just have this granola bar.
But if somebody said, you won't have migraines ever again, I think I could do it.
But no one's ever said that to you, that like, change
No.
your diet.
No.
Have you had one since? Oh, you had one recently. Yeah.
On the flight, yeah.
So how is the period between them getting longer or no?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's good.
I'm having much less migraines.
That's good.
So there's that.
Okay, well,
All
I
right.
guess until next time.
Yeah.
Remain calm.